welcome back. We left you guys last time with a challenge to give us your favorite features from the new version of Flipgrid. And boy, you guys really gave us a lot of information.
We got some good responses. We got some people that were tweeting us. We had a couple of, we'll show you a couple of examples for some videos. I did kind of go through a poll out there. Seems like to me most people are most interested in Flipgrid AR more than anything, but it doesn't mean that people aren't also curious about the shorts camera too.
Right.
Seems like those are the big ones that people are most looking forward to.
They're very interested.
That's pretty good there, Nick.
You're welcome.
Anyways, all right, so let's go over a couple examples. We'll throw up a screenshot of this, but we're gonna first examples from Kathi Kersznowski, who was like the big winner at Flipgrid Live of their big award that they gave away. But she's really awesome. If you're not following her on Twitter, it's just @Kersy. We'll make sure that that's down here at the bottom of the screen too. But what she's really most interested in are two different things. And she says, right now this might change after 8.1 when it gets in, she gets a little bit more into the thing, but she's really interested in Flipgrid AR, like most people are. And then also the whole pixelated feature for the camera and the shorts camera, because shy people maybe are going to be a little bit more hesitant to use, and they don't like to see themselves on camera. But in this case, I think that's going to come in handy for those students that are a little more shy.
Oh, sure. And I think that the creativity that you could use the pixelated filter for, I think it's phenomenal.
So too. Oh, it's going to be awesome. Very cool. Yeah. All right. So moving on. We actually have a video feature for this next one.
This was impressive. I'm surprised somebody submitted a video.
I really like this one. And this is another award winner at Flipgrid Live.
Cool.
This is Knueven, who has only the coolest last name and hashtags you can even learn. So if you're not looking, you should follow this guy on Twitter too, because he's awesome at Flipgrid and a bunch of other things. But let's just look at what he did with his video.
Hi, my name is Mr. Knueven, and I teach 5th grade math and science here at Zionsville West Middle School. Whether I have you in class or I simply see you in the hall, I hope you have a wonderful 2019-2020 school year where you make great choices and you can even learn.
That was sweet.
Really great idea for the AR feature. I think you'll probably see around several schools that are going to have QR codes posted outside their teachers' doorways with a welcome message, just in case that teacher maybe doesn't happen to be there, but you can get a little message from them. Sweet idea. Good job, Andy. Like I said, follow him. He's got lots of cool ideas.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's a great way to do maybe some back to school night stuff.
Oh, for sure.
Have a QR code outside your doors. Your parents that are coming through, dropping off supplies or whatever, could easily get an introduction if you're not able to do one.
Moving along, we got another tweet coming on. This is from Jenallee. This is from half of Jenallee, I should say. Jenny, the Jenny version of the Jenallee, because the other one I think is out of the country or whatever. Celie is gone. She's on a big old trip or something like that. But Jenny from Jenallee basically said, she's getting ready to do a presentation on some flip hunts, which we may talk about in the future because I think flip hunts are pretty awesome too. That's a Kathi Kersznowski thing. She came up with it. But she's really excited about the shorts camera. And so she, we called her out last week, so she did tweet us, and it was awfully nice of her to respond.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Very good. And she's busy presenting and doing all those things out there. So, yeah. Jenallee, you want to follow Jenallee? Follow Jenallee. They have a show too.
Yep. We'll put their name down below.
That's right. Yep. And then going through, we also have a video from Jess Boyce, who actually works for Flipgrid.
One of my favorites.
Yes, she's one of the education innovation leads there. And let's take a look at her video.
There are so many new features that are going live on August 1st that I'm obsessed with. But as a math teacher, probably what I'm most excited about is the whiteboard. So I'm picturing students being able to come in and solve their problems, but then also being able to discuss it just as they're going. So it's this place where they can really articulate their mathematical thinking and just talk through the problems. In math, it's really important to hear where your students are coming from, showcasing how they're solving it, what their thought process is. So I'm picturing this just to be a really great way for them to do that. And I can't wait.
for like a brief second, I swore those were Snapchat spectacles.
No, I believe those are the real thing. Those are her glasses. But I think that the whiteboard feature that she was highlighting is something that people are really looking forward to.
Oh, heck yeah.
As part of the shorts camera, that is one thing, because I feel like people who've tried to use and incorporate math with Flipgrid probably will appreciate this the most, because then, you know, if a kid's doing it on a whiteboard, they don't have to record themselves on the whiteboard. They can just do it on the whiteboard feature. But it just, and then they don't have to import a video either, which I think it's just going to come in very handy for them.
Oh, heck yeah. And I even think about that with the computer science classes and going through abstraction.
Oh, yeah.
Showing how that they can understand workflow processes and so forth. I think it's going to be amazing.
Well, and I think of the fact that you can switch back and forth between the camera to the whiteboard to explain your thinking, I think just even adds another level of complexity that is just going to work out great for people. And then we have one more little tweet from Dr. Jessica Redcay, who I believe also likes to demonstrate stuff on Twitter and do other things where she's kind of showing off some stuff. She did a little AR part too. She actually, and this is something that's coming out pretty handy too, if you want to use the AR feature and you're like in a bind, like you need to print off some QR codes fast. She's talking about this HP Sprocket, which I know Kathi Kersznowski has also mentioned as well. It's pretty cheap little printer, but it prints off like little 2x3 QR codes, and you can just stick them up whatever if you need them real quick. But she is also really interested in the AR feature as well, just for that fact that you can print off those QR codes from that little printer as well.
Yeah, I think AR is going to be the next big thing in tech.
I think that's pretty cool. Yeah. So apparently people are very, and obviously that one's already live. It's not August yet, but AR is something that you can use and play with now.